It's my first video where I just start to discuss the base weight of my rucksack, my backpacking rucksack. So as I'm walking from my house towards Chepstow today with everything on my back, I'm just going to reflect on the weight that I have and whether I ought to be trying to improve it or not. So my trusty 50-litre rucksack, my Berghaus backpacking rucksack, served me really well for many years. Can't remember, 15 to 20 years. Did loads of backpacks in the UK with it. At first it was never quite big enough for all of my kit and the food, but as I've invested in lightweight equipment, I found that the space became better and I was able to carry comfortably 3 to 4 days food and that rucksack, and that's great. But the rucksack started to fray and creak quite a lot, and it was necessary to replace. I said farewell to an old friend, really. But some of my friends know that I've got my eyes on a big trail in 2021, and I also backpack a lot now in the UK. So I've invested in a new rucksack which I will be definitely taking to the United States of America, and which I'm wearing today on my back, which you'll see in a minute. And it's a ULA circuit rucksack, which is actually bigger in capacity than my 50-litre rucksack I had before. This is a 65-litre. But the beauty about this rucksack is, unlike other rucksacks, when it's not full, because of the roll top design that it has, I can cinch it right down and make it look a lot smaller, and it's not unwieldy like some bigger rucksacks can be that then just flap about when they're empty. So with the equipment that I've bought already over many years and this new rucksack, with everything in my backpack at the moment, my base weight is about 18.5 pounds, which in kilograms is about, well, it's 8.4 kilograms. I'm pretty happy with that. I could do better. I know I could do better. And, oops, I don't have my finger there, do I? And the reason I could do better is because I'm carrying a couple of luxurious items. Well, some people might not consider them luxurious, but in the backpacking world they will be considered that way. First thing is my camera. So I know I can't carry my SLR camera on the Pacific Crest Trail, and in fact my last trip to the Alps, it was a massive difference not taking my SLR. So I invested in what many regard as a fantastic mirrorless camera, a Sony a6000 with a kit lens, and I use that in the Alps, and it does deliver fantastic results at a fraction of the weight of an SLR. But with the camera bag and that's 600 grams. The other item in my rucksack, which I'm still debating whether to do anything about, is my tent. Now I'm 6'4", so I need a decent length tent. And I've got a Vaude Power Lizard, which enables me to sleep really comfortably in that tent, with space to spare. Not too much space to spare, but enough to be comfortable. It's a 2-wall tent, which makes the big difference to me. I don't want to sleep in a single skin tent, and I know that there are huge arguments with the grams, but there are other tents on the market, such as Trekker Tent Stealth. I could get a 1.5, which is a 2-wall tent, and be weighing at 680 grams, so it'd be half the weight, more or less, of what I've already got. I've also got I'm carrying it today, and I have used it this morning, just testing it. It was a Christmas present. My solar charger, and it charged this mobile phone up. Did a really good job on that. So that's in my rucksack, and that weighs 450 grams. But I'll need that on the Pacific Crest Trail, because I'm not going to talk about my strategy for that now, but I will be relying upon that solar charger to keep some of my electronic devices going, because there will be several days when I'm a long way from any civilization. So all told, 18.5 pounds, 8.4 kilograms is my base weight, and I'm walking along here now with my rucksack on. I have to confess, it's really comfortable. I can always remove some weight. Oh, the other things in my microspikes are in here, but I'm only planning on using them for a short stretch of the Washington State when I start, and hopefully I can post them onto myself. Now they're nearly 400 grams, so I'll be able to get rid of those. So 18.5 pounds, I don't think it's too shabby. I'll list all my my kit out in another video one day. List it all and show what it all looks like. But all told, I'm relatively happy with 18.5 pounds. But I do know that get down another £1 or £2, it would make a massive difference. Because when I add my food and my water to this base weight, I'm going to be upwards of £23, I guess. Anyway, that's it for the moment. Catch you soon.